Thomas, pleased to have bounced back in style today?
Yeah, massively. I think the one thing I will praise the most from this game was the mentality from the boys in terms of, again, bounce back from a defeat. I think we lost 8 games 1-0 this season, which is unbelievable. But even how emotional or frustrating that had been, every single time they just step up next game and we are bang on. And it is impressive to go here and win 5-1 away to home.
Was the main difference between the first half and the second that you just seem to take more chances in the second half?
Good question. I think honestly we should have been up by 3 at least in first half and maybe created even more chances, because I think on the final third we were, of course, massive quality when you score 5 goals in a game, but we should in some ways done even more, which sounds crazy. But yeah, in general, of course, pleased.
Obviously a little mistake by David, but he seemed to get over it straight away. Does that show good mentality on his part?
Yeah, but David is a top player, top person, and he got a top mentality, and he was straight on, move on to the next one. And I said before, I think David is one of the 3 best keepers, at least in this division, and we are so pleased with his development and his performance this season.
And a hat-trick for Said today after a very tough time for him.
Yeah, I'm so pleased that for him, of course, I didn't know that, but I guess that he planned that little stunt with a quote to his dad. And I'm just pleased that can show it, because he is an emotional person. So I'm glad that he could get that out there. But a hat trick was maybe a little bit more what he had hoped for. But I'm pleased that he can give something back. He wants to go strong. He wants to give something to and show his dad that he wants to just continue improving and do it for him. What if I should be just take the emotional part of it and only look on the player, Said Benrahma? I actually want a little bit more in terms of goal and assist, and we got that today, of course, in abundance. But in general, I think he's done a good season. But I think there's even more in him, and that's some of the bits he showed today.
How important do you think the environment around him has been in this period, the staff, the squad, and also the fans as well? Because there's been so many messages to him.
I think if you should start with the fans, they've been amazing in terms of. I'm not on social media, but what you guys have told me, they've been amazing. The applause in the 10th minute against Leicester, I think it was unbelievable. And the support from staff, players, and everybody around him in terms of messages to him has been unbelievable, and he's so thankful for that.
Another little landmark today, 1,000th player in Hell Hill. Something else to celebrate as well.
Yeah. Fantastic. 1,000 players getting a debut in a league game for Brentford is amazing, and I'm pleased to give Halil the minutes in the championship, and I'm 100% sure. Like the most of our players we are recruiting, he's going to be a really good player for us, and he's training very hard to get up to speed and intensity. And I'm so pleased that he could get some minutes now.
2 tough games against Middlesbrough and then Leeds at Griffin Park. You must be looking forward to them.
Yeah, massively. I think one thing was that we wanted to bounce back and show that mentality today. Next thing, we want to bounce back at Griffin Park, because that is our home, that is our fortress, and that was another bit why I was so annoying losing to Nottingham. I was so disappointed, because come on, we're playing at Griffin Park, we can't lose there. But of course we can if we're not switched on or we're not on the top of our game. And we need to take this performance, but have that constantly attitude of staying humble but confident. We need to go into the next game.